Hello, I'm producing this video to show how to remove the bearings from a fan unit which is commonly found in a lot of central heating boilers. These fans can give quite a lot of trouble in that they either stop working or they get very noisy, and it's usually down to the fact that the bearings have gone. To replace the fan unit, including labour, can cost upwards of £200. This is a fairly simple job where you can do the whole thing and replace it for much less than that. So it's a very cost effective job. Okay, so the first thing to do is to remove these two machine screws here. Simple posi-drive screwdriver, just undo them. You'll find that as you undo them, the machine screws go into a captive nut that usually falls out, so make sure that when it does fall out you know where it's gone and you're able to look after it till you need it for when you put it all back together. So that's one side out. Here we are looking at the other side. Okay, right, so that's that out. We just put that down, put the machine screw there, put the bearing holder there. This is the bearing. It actually is a bearing still in its bearing cup, so the bearing needs to be pushed out. Sometimes you need to just give it a little bit of pressure to come out. This one doesn't want to come out, which I suppose is always the case, isn't it? Let's just push it in, push it out. There we go, coming out now. Usually drops out fairly easily. Put that one there, put the bearing cup there. The other thing you'll see is there's a spring here. Often it's lost, it comes out under pressure and goes ping like they do and disappears across the room somewhere. Make sure it doesn't disappear, and you keep it where you know it'll be for afterwards. Okay, so that's then the motor removed. Now to get to the bottom bearing here, we have to remove this bit. So we quite simply put that in there, grab that Bosch at the bottom with a mole wrench and just unscrew this one. I've done this a few times, so it's actually working itself a bit loose. So what I would normally do with that is put something like thread lock or something like that as I put it on. Loctite do sell some proprietary sealants that would make sure that went back into place and held there. Alright, so we remove the bottom one, and again it's exactly the same as the one on top. I'm gonna have to get something here to just to lever it out. Just there we go. So that's the top one. Again, exactly the same as the bottom one. The top one, sorry. It should just drop out. Doesn't want to come out. Interesting. Normally they just drop out. Here we are. It's come out now. There we go. That's that. So that's the bearings out. Replacement is the exact reverse of what we've done. So here we have two new bearings. Put them back into their bearing cups. That's one in there. The other one in there as well. Pushed in, drop that one in, push it down there. That's that. There's a brass spacer that needs to go in there. Then the rotor part of the motor. spring. Then the top cup goes into the holder there. This, missed something out. This then, that sits on there like that. And this goes on top. Machine screws, one in there, one in there, and they simply screw back down. And it would appear, if I'm lucky, that the captive nuts haven't actually come out of where they sit. So I've simply just screw it down. Screw it down. Check that it's there you go, spins quite freely now. So when you put that back in with new bearings, the whole thing should work. If you contact me on that, I'm available. I sell these bearings as a kit. I also sell them on eBay UK. And as I say, this is a Bosch fan unit. They fit Gloworms, they fit many others. In fact, I haven't found any that they don't fit. So worth a go, save yourself a couple of £100.